Welcome to the 2015 issue of Jodhadev's Diabetes Gems video. This is shot at the ATTD Paris, the biggest diabetes technology meeting in the world. Treatment of diabetes is closely linked with technology. Why? Because the successful outcomes are totally dependent on how we incorporate technology in our clinical practice, and so also how the patients are utilizing technology in curing their own diabetes. At ATTD, there were so many new devices and technologies on display, and so many innovations were presented at various sessions. And we from Jodhadev's Diabetes and Research Center in India, we too presented two original papers from our own clinical research. One on the use of insulin pumps in the treatment of sexual dysfunction in men, and the other on using telemedicine and home blood pressure monitoring in preventing the progression of diabetes kidney disease. Diabetic kidney disease is a very expensive complication of diabetes, ultimately requiring renal replacement therapies like dialysis and perhaps kidney transplantation. In our study, monitoring blood pressures at home, we could prove the significance of a cost-effective modality linked to telemedicine in preventing the progression of kidney disease, ultimately requiring dialysis. And this is going to be a significant finding where the patients and their caretakers can be empowered on the use of simpler technology at homes and then link it to the hospital via telemedicine or through phone or emails. In our study using insulin pumps in men with erectile dysfunction and type 2 diabetes, we could prove profound improvement in the parameters of erectile function as per the International Index of Erectile Function Scoring System. There were significant improvements in erectile function, sexual desire, overall satisfaction and orgasmic function with the use of continuous subcutaneous insulin infusion or insulin pump therapy linked to our diabetes telemanagement system. Insulin pumps are also getting modified and getting revolutionized. The revolution in the insulin pumps are with the development of new technologies, the emergence of a variety of patch pumps, and number two, the gradual emergence of the concept of artificial pancreas. There are a couple of manufacturers focusing on insulin pumps in type 2 diabetes. As earlier reported by us in the last year ATTD, now we have less complicated, less sophisticated, simple pumps for the use for patients with type 2 diabetes. 640G is a new insulin pump from Medtronic, soon going to be launched in the Indian market as well. And this has got a new look, a color display, a digital display, and is linked to a continuous glucose monitor where there is not only a low glucose suspend but also a predictive glucose suspend, which is extremely useful in those patients with brittle diabetes and those with type 1 and type 2 diabetes with recurrent episodes of hypoglycemia. Last year, GEMS subsequent to the ATTD meeting, we have shown this new pump, a pump exclusively for type 2 diabetes, the PAQ pump from Secure. and this can be worn for 3 days, and they have a button for bolus delivery, and this is so specific for type 2. They have 7 preset basal dosages. For example, this is 32 units in 24 hours as a basal, and 2 bolus units will be delivered on hitting the bolus button at a time, and this pump can deliver up to 330 units of rapid insulin over 3 days. Abbott is all set to enter the continuous glucose monitoring market. This is the flash glucose monitoring system which has been launched in Europe and which we have shown in one of our earlier GEMS video series. As seen here, the sensor is very small, cute, easy to apply, with a reader which on scanning will provide you with a real-time glucose reading, and this can be downloaded, and the sensor can be worn continuously over a period of 14 days. In India, we are soon going to have Freestyle Libre Pro, not Freestyle Libre Flash, and that will provide glucose readings over a period of 14 days, and that can be shown in the form of an ambulatory glucose profile. The beauty of this device is that this doesn't require a glucometer for calibration, in contrast to the presently popular devices for the last 1 decade. And this is Dexcom. Dexcom has set the stage for its revolutionary launch of its very sensitive and accurate continuous glucose monitoring in India too very soon. There were so many technologies and devices on display here, and many of these devices, they will have the data procured from the glucometers, any glucometer, and then or from the insulin pump devices, and these data will be stored in your mobile phone or in the laptop computer, or for some service providers or for some pharmaceutical companies, these numbers are stored in the cloud, and there are devices where these numbers can be shifted from the devices onto the cloud. Have you ever experienced the difficulty in downloading the glucometers, the insulin pump, and the other glucose and insulin data, assembling it and making sense of the diabetes trends? And these are some of the upcoming devices where it simplifies the task of keeping a diabetes diary. It can import the data from the devices, for example, the glucose meters, the insulin pumps, and even the physical activity trackers. And the glucose trends augmented with automatically collected rich annotations provide true teachable moments that turn diabetes treatment from a mystery into actionable information. This is a Diabeto, a cute small device as seen here, which can be attached onto the earphone jack of an iPhone or an Android phone, and it will very easily transfer the glucometer readings from any glucometer onto the mobile device, and this can be downloaded and this can be uploaded to the cloud, and it stays there for analysis and for further glucose trend measurements. And that's Diabeto. Diascend is another revolutionary, probably a simplified tool to download the data from all the devices, be it glucometers or insulin pumps, and It provides a unified, simplified, single report, easy to interpret. This is the Glucometers, an advanced glucose monitoring system for home and for office. Obviously, with near-field communication technology, the glucose readings can be easily transferred to a mobile phone or onto a tablet, and this can be again sent as an SMS or email to a doctor's office or to the relatives. The blood glucose meters from Sanofi has gone an extra mile, and this is MyStar Extra. And these are the glucometers which are either standalone devices or obviously can be attached to an iPhone, and that is the IBG Star. Here, in addition to the glucose values, the meter will also provide an estimated HbA1c value. And these are the studies where they have shown the estimated A1c with the help of an algorithm almost accurate to that of an A1c measured in the laboratory. And the glucometer will also provide you with a free SMS reminder service. You can register for this service and you will be reminded via SMS on when to measure the fasting and when is the day you have to measure all your 7-point glucose values as seen here. This is IBG Star, the glucometer which can be connected to the iPhone. It has become very popular, launched a couple of years back, and this also comes with SMS features. The values can be SMSed to you, to your doctor, to your relatives, etc. And it also will provide you with an app on your daily testing schedule. Some of the manufacturers like the Roche has developed glucometers which on testing will automatically send the values onto the apps in the mobile phones and simultaneously to the laptop or the computer and will be stored in the cloud. And there are plenty of such meters and devices now available which will also SMS or email the values to not only the patient and the physician but also to the immediate relatives at home and elsewhere. How easy are the injections of glucagon at times of serious hypo? Of course, it takes some time, and many a time the patient himself is unable to mix and then inject. And these are some of the upcoming glucagon formulations. Pre-mixed 2-step auto-injection, and this is a multi-use vial with a disposable mini syringe, and this is one glucagon infusion formulation. This is G-pump for use in insulin pumps, especially in dual hormone pump systems. Thank you. Thank you for listening and thank you for viewing. We at Jyotidevs are committed in bringing you the best in diabetes care and prevention. Until next time,